Good morning, guys. This is Lady C, and I am coming to you to just give you a little update on my fibroid outpatient endometrial ablation. So, everything went well, and what I didn't tell you was that in addition to the outpatient ablation procedure that I had done, I also had my tubes removed. And that's just if you don't want any more children. And I don't want any more children. So, what they did was they did an incision in my belly button. And they went in like a microscopic surgery or something. They went in and they had to do an incision, 2 incisions on the left side of my stomach, and I guess then they removed the tubes then, and that didn't take long, I guess. The whole procedure they said was like 30 minutes, and and then they somehow glued it up with some kind of surgical gorilla glue is what they told me. I think they said gorilla glue, some kind of surgical medical gorilla glue, which is still on my stomach, and it is annoying me. But they said don't poke at it, whatever. So it'll fall out naturally. And in addition to that, after they did that, they went in and they looked around first. So they looked around and then through the belly button. Then they went in through the other part, kind of like a pap. And then that's when they scraped the walls. Now, it's been a little bit over a week, maybe like a week and a half, since my procedure. And I will give a good report, even though it's only been a week. My report is I'm very grateful and I thank the Lord that I haven't had any pain at all. And that is truly a blessing, because I've heard a lot of stories about, women having a lot of pain, a lot of cramping, a lot of spotting. I haven't had any of those things, and so I haven't had to take any of my pain prescription pills, and so I'm very grateful that I haven't had any pain, just some soreness and some tightness in the chest. They said I would have like a little pain in the chest, and that would be the gas, and in my right shoulder. So they told me to take Gas X for that, which I had been. I haven't had to take any more for the last 2-3 days, and I'm all done with my antibiotics. My incisions are healing well. Haven't had any soreness, and today is my first day actually getting up and walking around. It's really pretty out, so I didn't want to get too stiff. I was sitting up at home, but I wanted to just get a little walk in this morning, so I'll take a couple of laps. It just depends on the person. It's not all bad. Like I said, some people complain about pain and all that stuff, and but I haven't had any. But I will tell you what I've been working on since I've been at home. It's just researching healthier meals, because what happened or didn't happen was the fibroids are still there. They did not remove the fibroids. For some reason, they feel like you shouldn't remove your fibroids unless it's a dire need situation. And what they wanted to do is remove the problem around the fibroids, is my understanding. So instead of moving the fibroids, I think you only get the fibroids removed. They'll remove them then if you have infertility issues and you want to have a baby, and then they'll remove the fibroids. If you don't want to have one, then they do the ablation or the hysterectomy. So that's my understanding, that's my take. Anyway, so what I've been doing is trying to research and find healthy foods on how to reduce the fibroids. I've seen a lot of women that did not want to have surgery at all. The ablation, the removal of the fibroids, the hysterectomy, and any of that other stuff that they can do for you to ease the pain and heavy bleeding. And so they have opted out of all of those treatments, and they said that they would just want to be healthy and live a healthy life, and then they were just going to find some natural ways to just eat different vegetables and different types of meat and different type of fruit to curtail the growth of the fibroid. So I started researching that because, like I said, I still have my fibroid, but because I had the ablation procedure, I should not have any more problems with the fibroid. And the reason I got the tubes removed in addition to the ablation was because the doctor said if you have the ablation, there's a 1% chance, there's 99% chance that you will not get pregnant again. 99%. Different doctors may say different things, but that 1% is what they wanted to make sure did not happen. So that's why that's why I had my tubes removed also. So that helps the 1%. So now there's no chance, unless unless he does a miracle, there's no chance of me having any more children with the ablation plus the tube removal. So the different videos that I had been watching on YouTube, they were just kind of talking about different things you should eat, different things you shouldn't eat. Like you shouldn't eat soy products and cow milk. So any dairy products is bad for you. And I had already been drinking, not skim milk, but low-fat milk. But I wasn't drinking almond milk, so I bought some almond milk, and it tastes fine. They also say coconut milk is good too. So I'm gonna start doing the almond milk instead of other dairy products. It doesn't mean I'm never going to eat dairy, because I do like cheese. So I'm gonna, I might have that a little bit, but for the most part, I just do moderation. So I know some of the things not to eat. And then almond, have you guys heard of almond meal or almond flour? So I may try that. And basically it's just crushed up almonds, real fine, and they use it as the flour or the meal base. There are a lot of things on there, do's and don'ts. You just have to research them for yourself. Because I never proclaim to be a doctor or nurse or anybody in the health field. I'm just doing this for me, and then I'm just sharing it with you. So I don't want to list anything, but I am going to work on changing my diet because of the fibroid, and I don't want them to continue to grow. Sugars, different type of sugars that I eat, sweets, I have to do that in moderation because I am, they said, that causes inflammation, and inflammation is going to cause your fibroid to grow. So I don't want any more problems, and I definitely don't want to have to go back and get a hysterectomy because this didn't work out. So I just pray that all is well, and I'll continues to be well, and I'll continue to let you guys know what's going on. And so they said almond milk. Good morning. Almond milk, almond flour, almond meal, and cut out the sugars. So that's what I'm working on. I'm gonna probably get ready to stop walking. I'm getting tired and I don't want to push myself. Like I said, it's only been a week, a little bit over a week, like a week and almost a week and a half, not quite. I'll probably do some meals or a meal dealing with how to reduce the fibroid as I continue to do my research. So until then, thank you guys. Love you guys. And until the next time, be blessed. Bye-bye.